Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Game Orion. Now, I have found what is called Realm of the Mad God. Now, the thing is with Realm of the Mad God, it's really addictive. I cannot stop playing it. Now, I've had a little play around, I've had a little go, so let's just jump straight in, shall we? The first thing I want to do is I want to make this full screen, but I can't do anything in this here. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to click on play. As you can see, I've already kind of got started. Now if we click on the graveyard, you can see, yeah, you know, yesterday I gave it a go. I didn't get past level 11. Now currently we're sitting at level 8 with our archer, which is great. And there's lots of different kind of classes going on. We've got rogue, archer, wizard, priest and warrior. I'm not going to go through all of their bits and bobs, but if you want to have a read, please pause the video and just have a look through. Ideally, I want to get to something like a necromancer, or maybe something like where is it? A mystic. The mystic fights with a staff and uses her crystal orb to bind enemies to a distant plane. Now that sounds well cool, but in order to unlock mystic, you can see I need to reach level 20 with huntress and level 20 with necromancer. So if we go to huntress and necromancer here, in order to unlock necromancer, I need to level 20 with wizard and priest, and here 20 with rogue and archer. So I'm currently working on the archer, and we've only got as far as level 8. So let's jump in. So the first thing I want to do, make it full screen and press O for options. I need to go to my graphic settings and then click on full screen mode and click it to on, and for me now this is giving me a full screen. Now I normally press escape to get out of options or trying to save, but there's nothing we can do here. We can either click on continue or just press O again to escape from the options. Now it's typical movement, W, A, S and D, and a couple of hotkeys. So I've got the F button to give myself some potions and F for health, V for mana, or mana points it's called here. Now throughout the world you can see that there are enemies, there are mobs, and they do have their drops, and I really like the drop system and how that works here. So we've got Medusa and Hydra, which are different worlds. So as you can see, I've not really touched Medusa, so let's jump in, and we need to click on enter down here, and here we go. Now there's permadeath on this, so that essentially means when we're dead, we're dead. We have to start a new character. But it saves what's called our fame points. So depending on the level and the quality of gear that we get through our current character will depend on the amount of fame points. So as you can see through my various attempts, I've managed to acquire 37. And yeah, it's really good. It's extremely exciting. Now you see you get drops like that where it says Pirate Cave. Now I'm probably quite high level to be going in there, so I'll demolish everybody there. But you can see we get bounties in the world, so we need to go to the bounty and kill them. So that's kind of like almost like a mini bosses. So yeah, one shot in these, absolutely no problem. And what I've found, it's easier to hold down the mouse button rather than separately clicking. Now this is where the looting gets interesting. So all I need to do is stand near the bag, and you can see at the bottom I will have a potion. So all I need to do is drag and drop it there. Super. Now I can go over the water like that, but you know, I want as much XP as possible. Oh, sorry, Polly. So what I'm going to do is go farming essentially. So you've got purple bags. You've got different kind of colour bags. Purple bags generally will mean you've got higher tier stuff. I'm assuming the T stands for tier. Currently, I've only got a tier 1 quiver and a tier 1 ring. I've got a tier 4 bow, which is pretty decent. Similarly, my armour, yes, next level. But there's lots of different things here for different classes. As you can see, it's red, so it's for a different class. So you just got to watch out for that. Which, you know, you can get lucky. I mean, I'm sure there's different areas. See how that's not red, but it's a lower tier. And if we hover over it, you can see it's red defense there. So we don't really want that. We do want that, however. So yeah, there are different areas, and there's probably different areas that are probably more suitable for an archer or more suitable for a rogue in order to get the correct gear that, you know, they desire. So if I really wanted to up my quiver, like I do really, I ought to find a place that's best suited for that. However, let's continue through. Oh. So that's my level up, and at the bottom you see the stats. So I've got extra HP, mana points, attack speed, dexterity and vitality. Now I'm not really sure the difference between vitality and speed. Now I've tried to have a look and I can't actually see what these different stats actually do for me. There's nothing there. Okay, so here we go. So we've got a tier 2 crossbow, no, because we're on the tier 4, tier 2, tier 3. So nothing new there. So it's a good drop, but nothing we need. Again, good drop, but nothing that we need. Never mind. And we've got the mini-map up there. We can scroll up and down, so you can see how big it is. But I was only here for the boss. So let's go back into the world and see our next one. So a horned drake. Now I was fighting some horned drakes just now before I started recording, and they are quite tricky. So here we go. As you can see, these guys are taking a couple of shots to kill, so they're getting progressively harder. Yep, and there's also like a demon bunny. I think that's a nod to Monty Python there with the demon bunny. Forest maze. These are interesting. I've already completed one forest maze. I think it might be the forest portal of the cowardice. Well, that's definitely not me. Or stay and fight. They've got these massive moths that drop these. If you look in my bag on the bottom left, there's a green herb looking thing, and that increases our speed. It's not great, to be honest. I've not really found much use for it. I'll show you. If I double click it, it makes me go a little bit faster. It doesn't make me appear to shoot faster. I just get higher movement. So I'm not really sure what the point is. Maybe there's use for it, you know, come in the future, or higher levels, or I don't know. So if you're wondering how I'm managing to find out where the holes are, if you look on the top right, my minimap, it shows different areas. So I just need to find a way in there. It's generally like this. So there's 2 enemies down here. Oh, looks like he's firing poo at me. You throwing poo at me, mate? I don't want your poop. There's a good bit of XP there. 48, nice. Let's keep going. Lovely. Still managing to one-shot though. Not dropping much for me though, mate, are you? Okay, let's go. So who am I after? Looks like I'm after a massive butterfly type thing. Moth, tier 1 ring. That gives me 3 wisdom. I'll keep to my health, thank you. Oh, is that another one? 3 attack. Nah. I'll keep my health. I know I'm not a tanky build, but I think it's probably best to keep, you know, health as much as I can, because sometimes it gets absolutely mental. There's so many mobs spawn around you, and you've got different enemy types, and yeah, you just don't know where you are. And I get too excited and forget to check my health, and sad times. See, where's this leading me? You know, I quite like it. It's like a, you know, a typical dungeon, isn't it, when you can just kind of explore and get to the mobs to see what kind of loot you can get. I mean, obviously I'm going nowhere near where I need to be, but it's not holding my hand exactly. It's just giving me a rough idea where I need to go, which is good. I mean, look, we can see how big this map is. Scrolling out, and now is that it? Are we done? Yeah, we're done down there. Okay. So maybe I could actually have done with the speed boost now to try and get through. Perhaps that would be helpful. And there I was, big mouthing away, saying that we didn't need it. How wrong was I? Okay, so can we go that way? No. I need to go up here and left. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it all now. This is free to play, and you can get it on Steam. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you fancy picking it up. It takes absolutely no trouble signing up at all, and it's surprisingly addictive. I mean, you know, you got your these graphics aren't exactly groundbreaking, are they? But it's the kind of art form that's been really held on to lately. I mean, you see lots of newer games coming out that show this kind of high quality but low level kind of graphics. I mean, you can change the camera angle around and stuff. I'll show you that later, but I've locked it in place right now because it kind of disorientates me. I didn't really know where I was going. Ah, here we go. There, speedy, 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 speedy. But yeah, I don't really seem to be shooting any faster, and it doesn't feel like it lasts long enough either. See, tier 4. I mean, that's a good tier 4 item. Here we go. Tier 3, no thank you. Where's this big moth? So what would happen then? Oh, here he is. So if I press space, is my ult, you could say. It shoots that magical arrow and it also slows the enemy. I've not really seen any need for it at the minute. But as you can see, when he hits me, you can see I get a debuff and it makes me confused. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is his drop or one of these mobs drop, but not that great there. What about here? Oh, we've got a tier 2 ring. +5 attack. Ooh. I want it because it's got the fame bonus. It's got the fame bonus, so I'm going to go for that. Realm portal, where are you? Oh, there we go. And it'll take us back to the next bounty. I think we're on our way to the Drake. Yes, we were. See, that I believe is an NPC that spawns in. He only seems to be there like by the actual portal entrance, so maybe to stop you from getting killed as soon as you come in. Because like I said, death is permanent on here. And I suppose it's quite. You need to be quite clever when you decide if you decide to die. I mean, like you saw at the beginning, you can buy a new spot. Oh, level up, nice. You can buy a new character slot for gold. Now, I've not found a way in order to earn gold yet, apart from buying it through real money. So perhaps that's their their monetization, how they make a living. I mean, that's fair enough. And initially, I just thought it was cosmetic items, but I'm assuming from looking at the things that are available for sale, it is, you get your weapons and helmets and stuff, so it leads one to assume that you can kind of pay to win. Although, with that being said, it's not a particularly I've not experienced any PvP, so it is largely what appears to be PvP. Now here, you see on there's he popped up for a second. He was that NPC, and if a person joins the same kind of instance or world area as you, that then means that every kill I get, he gets or she gets the XP the same as me, and similarly for her or him as well. So if they're off killing the Ent and they get there first, I will get the same XP as they would, as if I was killing them too. So it kind of does promote team play here. There are guilds, you can join guilds and stuff. I've found there's lots of people selling what I can only assume, it's difficult to say, visit this website for free gold type thing, as you find in these kind of games. So be very wary. I mean, I'm sure there's a great player base, but I've yet to come across a real player. They seem somewhat bottish. So just bear that in mind when you're looking at chat. As you can see, I've disabled chat. The chat window is normally in the bottom left, but it was getting quite a lot. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about with lots of mobs. These guys are quite easy though, and luckily my arrows kind of do a multi-shot, or they've got a good punch through. So once I hit one arrow, it can go through another person, and I think that only stacks up to 2. But I can only assume as I level up that the higher it goes, the more I get, which is good. Go. I don't know what he is. He's quite tricky, isn't he? Let's slow him down. Bugger, I missed him. Oh, these are interesting. So look at my health. It's slowly going down. So I press F. It gives me some HP. I just need to really keep my eye on my health, because that's generally what I do. I don't, and I die, and I wonder why. I'm gonna hit F again. There we go. Get the little minions first, because they appear to be doing more damage. He's quick, isn't he? Come on, you. That's it. Thank you. Oh, 100 XP for him. Right, I'll drop one of them. Let's get one of that. Ideal. We need one of them. Okay, let's get down. Here he is. Oh, he's an interesting character, isn't he? I'm getting owned here. Now, there is a hotkey in order to get back to the safety zone, to the city, as quick as possible. So if I'm, running out of potions and I'm very, very slowly going to be dead, then what I do is hit the R key, and that'll take me back to, I think it's called Nexus, which is the safe realm. See, he says you will die. So he says with each attack I get stronger, so maybe if I don't attack him, I'm not sure. Maybe if I, yeah, that's it. Oh. Now this is what I'm talking about. I'm too busy talking. I've got no idea what I'm doing, and I died at level 11 by the Ancient. So you can see here's my fame points. So I've got 11. I had 30 odd, so I've got now 40 odd fame points. And you can see it's placed me. Is that just today or this week? There is no way. He's 20 with 107,000, and I'm down here at 11. Not a chance. Yeah, but look at this gear. So there's lots and lots of things you can do. It's really interesting. It's really fun. Absolutely addictive. Yeah, we're at 48 fame points, and that's our gold there. So now I can go to my character. I can click on new. This is 74 class quests not yet completed. So there's going to be lots of quests here. As you can see, the best one I did was with my wizard. I'm not really sure how, because he was the first character I had, and I really had no idea what I was going. And then I moved to a priest. Yeah. I think I'll leave the priest for a while, and then I went to the rogue, and then I've just tried the archer. So I've not tried the warrior as of yet, because there seems to be lots of enemies who are able to shoot from a distance, and I can only assume, looking at his weapon, a sword, I'm going to have to get close. So hopefully he's got a decent HP, so I can kind of tank it, or if I need to kite them, I will. I'm going to give it another go. Should we give it another go with a warrior? I mean, that's the only one we've not done. Right, so here we go. And we're going to call it there. We're going to start the next video using the warrior. We're starting from tier 0. You can see that we've got no armor and we don't have any rings, and we're going to go straight in and we're going to do battle. So if you liked the video, please hit the like button. It helps the channel out massively. If you want to see more, subscribe. The notification bell so you know when a new video comes up. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time.